So I want to tell you guys about my Graves disease story. I have recorded this video a million times. I never thought I looked good in it because my eyes look so weird in it. It's hard having this eye disease, and I feel like I get judged a lot because of it. People don't like me because of it, and I have to live with it. It's not my fault I have it. It's uncontrollable. But people only treat you based on the way that you look. People don't treat you because of who you are. Because that's not what they see. They can't see who you are. They can only see how you look on the outside. And that's all that matters. And sadly, I'm subjected to that. And I gotta live with this. So I I was I don't know if I was born with it, but I remember when I was 7, I started losing my eyesight. I remember my stepdad told me, anybody were to say anything about your eyes, tell them that you have full eyes. And I'm like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Because I'm 7, I don't know what you even mean. I don't even know what facial features are. I don't know what a skin tone is. I don't know. So I go to school, in primary school, and I get teased about it. Obviously, that's always going to happen. I get teased about my eyes. There's one particular girl, she always made it her mission to make me feel bad about the way my eyes looked. And I started to just have low self-esteem ever since primary school. I never was a horrible person. I never bullied anybody. I never was mean to anybody. I always was just a quiet, reserved person. I always kept to myself. But I noticed people would always not like me because my eyes bulged out. And it just was a repeating occurrence that happened over the years of me being in school. Um, I would always just get teased by somebody or a group of people. They always make fun of my eyes, and it would never end. And then people always say I'm ugly, and then I look like a frog. It would never end. It was ongoing from primary school to senior high. It never ended. People always had something to say about my eyes. They joked about it. They laughed about it. They insulted me. They gave me crap about it. That's not to say I didn't have a few gems, a few people who are gems and actually like me for who I was. I probably had about, and every school I went to, I always had at least one or two people that really liked me for who I was. They never really made me feel bad about the way my eyes looked, but it was always the mass majority. People would always have something bad to say about the way my eyes looked. So that's that was that. But I was so scarred from all the years of people making fun of my eyes that I had no self-esteem and no confidence to even stand up for myself anymore. I mean, I never stood up for myself, but when it started happening when I was so young. I didn't even know that you could stand up for yourself. I didn't even know what confidence was or being bold. I was just always a shy person. So I didn't understand the concept of if someone were to talk bad about you, you stand up to them and you tell them off. I guess that's not right. But I didn't know and I didn't understand. And then I was always a shy, introverted person. So I never knew I never wanted that attention on me anyway. So I never even tried to battle anybody when they had something to say about it. And so I graduated school and I didn't even go to my graduation because I hated school. I hated everybody. I hate every human being. I started hating people because they would always be mean to me about my eyes. So I just started not liking people. And then I graduated, and I remember my ex-boyfriend, he'd also have something to say about my eyes. He even called me ugly. He would be like, "Oh, you're ugly." Because one day I didn't have my glasses. I was wearing contacts. I didn't realize that I had eye disease at the time. I didn't realize it until I turned 20. And I didn't have no glasses on. Because normally I wear glasses. And old dude was like, "Oh, you ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly." But he would still be with me. He still want to be with me, but he called me ugly and said that I look weird. And I wouldn't know how to say, I wouldn't know what to say because all my life people have been calling me ugly and people have been saying something that about my eyes. So I didn't know how to respond to that. The time I turned 20, I finally was like, you know, let me search up what's wrong with my eyes. Because every single body that ever comes in contact with me has something to say about it. Nobody, it never fails. It never fails itself. Somebody always has something to say about my eyes. So I said, let me look it up. And I looked it up and I saw that there are other people that had the same disease as I had, same eye bulging that I had, and it was called Graves' disease or thyroid eye disease. And I was like, ooh. And there were some people who had it worse. I thought I was the only person in the planet that had this disease, but there were actually other people. And so I was like, oh, I could just get surgery for it. But, you know, I wish I had known about it years ago and gotten surgery for it years ago, but I never knew about it. So I never could have gotten surgery for it. But, you know, that's my story. I hope one day I get surgery to fix it.